here with Sasha, and today she and I are going to work on stand. In the review that I did with her last week or the week before, I'm not quite sure, she wasn't responding really well to stand. I don't remember if Stephanie has taught her this before or if it's just new to her, been a while. So we're just going to go over it today. Remember, as soon as Sasha sees me put my hand in my treat bag, she usually sits. Right now she's standing, so I want to reward her in the act. Good stand, Sasha. Good stand. Good girl. All right, now remember, we like to practice stand for a couple of reasons. The first and most practical one is when you take Sasha to the vet for her yearly checkup, you want to take her in, and if you can tell her to stand and stay, just like this, that gives the vet plenty of room and great access to give Sasha an exam all over, make sure everything's good, you know, feel her stomach and her organs and all of that. And if she's standing up, that's usually the best angles for them to approach it, and they can feel all sorts of things, check her ears. You know, usually they do the temperature rectally, and so if she's standing up, that makes it nice and easy for them to get a quick temperature, so she has to, so it can be done as quickly as possible, let's just say. Also, I know she's a lab, so it's not like she needs a lot of grooming like haircuts, but for nail trims, if she knows the stand and stay command, if you trim her nails yourself or if you have them done, it makes it a lot easier if she stands and stays correctly and politely. Also, kind of the last reason why we use stand is it's really good for therapy dogs. So if you're ever interested in pursuing the therapy dog certification with Sasha, a stand for examination while strangers petting her is one of the things that she would have to do. And in her daily therapy dog work, standing so that she can be pet comes into play a lot. So for all those reasons, that's why we like to work on it. And remember, if she's doing it, reward her in the act. Good stand, Sasha. Good stand. Good stand. That helps her hear the word and associate it with the action. A lot of times dogs feel like they aren't doing anything if they're just standing there, but we want to reinforce what she is doing right. So, first of all, before we work on any stand stay, I want to teach her just the stand command. So, Sasha, come here. Sit. All right. So, I'm going to pull the collar up behind her ears and see how she does, just asking her to stand and like leading her, baiting her forward. Now, first off, I'm not going to have a treat. She's already gotten a couple of treats from me, so she knows that I have them and my fingers smell like it. But I don't want her to get too worked up over actually having food. So let's see how she does, just asking her to stand like this. Sasha, stand. Stand. No, no, no shake. Stand. Good stand, Sasha. Good stand. All right, she did pretty well there. As you can see, I kind of had to reach around. Leave it, Sasha. And lift her up under what's called her tuck up, which is right here. Now, it seems like she's a little ticklish on her belly, so flat hand. Just lift up on her just to give her a little encouragement to stand up. All right, she's sitting there. So, sit. Good girl. Sasha, stand. 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 Good stand. Good stand, Sasha. Good girl. Good stand. All right, with that, I didn't have to use my hands back behind her at all, so that was good. Now, I had the treat in my hand that time, and I kept my hand right here, so that she stayed standing, so that while she was eating the treat and while I was praising her for a good stand, she was standing. So, good stand, Sasha. Good stand. Catching her in the action there. So now she's automatically sitting. Let me get a good treat here, and we'll ask her to stand. Sasha, stand. Good stand. Good stand, Sasha. Good girl. All right, so she's doing that. Another method that I mentioned last time that we can try if that's not working as much. This works well if you have two people. They're able to do it. It's kind of a little awkward with one person, but I'll just show you. So what we do is you take an extra leash. Oh, calm down, Sasha. And you put it around her middle, like this. Now you can loop it through. Come here. So it's like that. Come here, Sasha. You want to have it nice and loose on her? Sit. Sasha, sit. Sasha, sit. Good, sit. Sasha, stand. Stand. Okay. She doesn't really like the feel of it. Sasha, stand. Good stand. Good stand, Sasha. Good girl. Good girl. Now, she was a little resistant to it at first. She's getting a bit more used to it. Stand. So that's good to see. Good stand, Sasha. Good stand. Now, this is really useful when you move into the stand stays. If you have that second person there, they could be standing, stay, stay. They could be standing back out of the way like this while you give her the command. And if she starts to sit down at all, they can just give a light tug on this leash to remind her to stand up. Good stand stay, Sasha. Good stand stay. All right, now here, when I praise her, I like to use good stand stay so that she kind of makes the connection. Because like I said, if dogs are just standing, sometimes they don't feel like they're doing much of anything. And so stand stay, either by telling her to stand stay or using stand stay as the praise, can kind of help enforce that a little bit. So that's good. Sit. Sasha, sit. Sit. Good girl. Sasha, stand. Stand. Good stand, Sasha. Good stand. All right, that was good. There, I was able to pull my hand with the treat away a little bit. And so she was, so she stayed standing. It wasn't immediately sitting down to get the treat. Because usually, whenever food comes out, first thing dog does is sit. So, that's good. Sasha, sit. Sit. Come on. You know sit. Good, sit. Sasha, stand. Stand. Stand, stay. Good stand, stay, Sasha. Good girl. Good stand, stay. All right, that was excellent. I'm really impressed to see how far we've come in just one video. So that's really good. Next time we do this, ideally I'd like to have a second person. So if she doesn't need this little leash around the middle, then they can come up while I'm standing back. Sasha, stand, stay. So if I'm if I'm back like this, they can come up and pat her down her back or just say hi to her and then leave while she is still in the stand stay. And that helps. So like if she's getting her nails trimmed, a bath, or anything done at the vet, you can tell her to stand stay and you can stand back and she will continue to stand even with someone, stand stay. Good stand stay. Good stand stay. Oh, she was doing that for a long time and I was just yakking. But anyway, it gets her used to people coming up to her and touching her and remaining in a stand during that. So, since she's doing so well, I think she just needed a little bit of a refresher. I think that we will be ready for that next time. And she did a great job. Use these tricks at home to help with Sasha, and I think she'll be a pro in no time. This was Rachel and Sasha, and we're working on stand and stand stay.